Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to let you all know about what's going on with this tank. A little bit frustrating. Some of you may know I'm in the middle of a Bryopsis treatment, Fluconazole, day 8. Haven't seen a huge improvement yet. My Bryopsis was pretty minor. See if I can find the snail as an example. There's one. Oh, the lighting's not going to cooperate for this. I can basically judge how it's working by looking at the snails, being that they are covered in, uh, looks like green hair algae and a little bit of Bryopsis in its infant stages. But it does look like you have maybe some white algae here. However, the bigger issue is the flatworms. Flatworms have just started to get crazy. You can see them in the refugium here. See them on the side, just breeding like nuts. Now the skimmer's off due to my Bryopsis treatment. Just gonna put this yellow filter lens back on so we can go back up here. And it's too hard to tell, but you see all those little specks? Those are all flatworms. They breed like I've never seen before, and I'm too scared to clean the glass because, you know, when they die, they release a toxin that can nuke your tank. So that's fun to deal with. I've went on the Reef to Reef site to see what people think. You know, should I just abort my Bryopsis treatment to deal with the flatworms? And people are skeptical about using Flatworm Exit, being that, you know, it can nuke your tank. But I've bought some carbon and a Aquamax reactor, which is recommended you use after the Flatworm Exit treatment to get rid of that chemical or the toxins from the dead flatworms. So I'm probably just going to abort this and deal with the flatworms this weekend, because daily I can just see them breed and spread like wildfire, and people say, well, as long as they don't smother the corals, they'll be all right. But no, I don't want my tank to be infested with them. These tiny ones aren't the worst ones. It's the bigger ones and the redder ones that are more the problem. But I guess this is what a quarantine tank's for, hey? Bryopsis, flatworms. Oh, there are spaghetti worms in this tank too. They started coming out of the woodworks. Posted that on Reef to Reef, so they were identified there. But they're part of the cleanup crew. People say they're good to have. However, like all this stuff, you know, you just don't want it in your tank. You know, how did it get in here? I've only ordered corals mainly from 2 places. One being my main one. I don't want to name it because I have no idea where stuff came from. However, I just tore down my 20-gallon freshwater tank about 2 months ago. I may use that as a quarantine. Just put a chunk of marine block in there. It was just like hang on the back. Problem is, if you do use it for corals, I would want to match the light, and I don't feel like buying an LED light just for a quarantine tank. So that's a tough one. So I just wanted to share my issues and my frustration with the tank, and I'll update you as I go along and see how this Flatworm Exit treatment works this weekend. Because the Bryopsis treatment seems to be going well. Nothing seems to be getting hurt, actually, except for this lepto. This lepto, I can never get a good shot because of the lighting, but it is not looking good. It's losing parts of it. I mean, it's hard to tell, but it's about the only thing that seems to be having a negative effect to possibly the Bryopsis treatment. It's hard to tell for sure. So I'll update you after the Flatworm Exit treatment. Until then, bye for now.